once again, like it is every other day, we got someone on No Jumper getting pressed, and today it just happened to be Adam22. I don't know why he keeps not learning his lesson and putting himself around these gang members, and he knows they don't care about him, they just want the clout, they don't really want to do anything other than get the clout from him, and why he's being surprised by they coming out and threatening him after he does something that they don't like. I don't know why he's still acting surprised. This happened like 20 times already, and I can list 5 off the top of my head right now that it's happened with. But if you don't believe me, let's go ahead and get into this clip right here.
He blocked me. He's very upset about it. He told me he's gonna whoop my ass. I'm kind of
That's what he said?
He told me he's gonna f me up. Yeah,
sensitive ass.
It's a show.
So I'm not sure if Adam22 doesn't understand, but the rap game, the politics behind it, the podcast game, the entertainment game in general is fake. No one is really your friend. When you have a platform, people are trying to use you to get on your platform and then use you to actually branch off to other places as well to get their face shown and their face out there. No one really wants to be your friend. No one really wants to be cool. No one really wants to kick it with you. All this is business. But Adam22 doesn't seem to understand that. I'm not sure why he doesn't get that. And I think he really just wants to be friends with these people, but these people don't want to be your friends, bro. They want what you can offer. And what you're offering is a platform, publicity, and a consistent way for them to get their music going and a consistent way for them to get their face out there. But you don't seem to understand that that's all they want. They don't care about being your homie for real. They don't care about your kid. They don't care about your wife. They don't care about standing up for you, but they want you to stand up for them. So don't fold for the BS, Adam. I just want to let you know that straight up from the waist up before we even get into the rest of the video. Don't fold for it. So this happens to deal with Frosty the Snowman, which is a rapper that is not signed to No Jumper, but rocks with No Jumper. He's a part of Adam22's community, I guess you could say. And apparently, from what people are saying, he's a really good rapper. Now, I'm not personally listening to anybody that calls himself Frosty the Snowman, but apparently he's a good rapper. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and he's making a good living for himself. And so we thought, until he got exposed for stealing Pokemon cards from a store, I believe it was like a GameStop, and then he got exposed for that, and then No Jumper actually posted it after he got exposed, and he happened to not like that.
Well, why are he and I no longer friends? Well, this past weekend, the No Jumper Instagram page posted about how Frosty had allegedly stolen over $5,000 worth of Pokemon cards from a local Pokemon store. That's an explosive allegation for sure, one which was given credibility by the multiple videos posted by the store where you could clearly see Frosty stealing expensive packs of cards off of their shelves. They also posted screenshots of conversations with Frosty in which he tried to arrange a payment plan of sorts with the store in exchange for them removing the social media posts about his thieving. Frosty even offered to work part-time at the store as a way of paying off his debt to the card store. The store owners informed him that they wouldn't be removing any posts until they were made whole and paid back in full for the product that was stolen from them. And the store even created some cute AI cartoons intended to depict Frosty pocketing cards from the store. By the time I saw the post, it already had thousands of likes and was making its way onto a variety of other hip-hop pages. So of course, we posted about it. As one of the leading hip-hop news pages with nearly 3 million followers, this was just a clear-cut post for us. If you're in any way confused, I would reference an old journalistic saying: when a dog bites a man, that's not news. When a man bites a dog, that's news. In other words, covering the news is all about documenting the extraordinary, not the mundane. If a gang member shoots and kills another gang member tonight, you probably won't even see it in the news unless you go digging for it. But if a famous person so much as shoves someone and is captured on video, that's the kind of story that will probably be given coverage by every media outlet known to man. In other words, a random dude stealing $5,000 worth of collectible trading cards, who cares? But when someone as well known as Frosty is caught red-handed with both videos and DM conversations to support the initial story, now that's news. Within minutes of the post going live, Frosty was blowing up my phone asking me to remove it. Take this down from me. Got my whole family calling. Let me know before it go viral. Man, I know you see my messages, Adam. What the and you know I got a warrant. Come on, blood. This some police shit. I said, just saw this. It's already everywhere, honestly. Bro, no, it wasn't. You got like 1 million followers. And I said, sorry, G. I would take it down if it wasn't such a clear viral story that everyone's gonna post. Frosty said, yeah, that's weird, bro. Using me for clout. Don't even care if I get caught. It's one Instagram post, brother. They're gonna repost from your page thinking it's cool. I said, it's the news. Sorry, G. He said, bro, you got 2.9 million followers. SMH. That shit is fed shit. Nobody was blowing up my phone until you posted it, dog. Now my grandma fucking calling me. You're Adam22. You forgot? The Fades is watching your Instagram, bro. Get me off of there, please. And then he showed another page, New West Coast TV, that had posted it after we posted it. And he said, SMH, bro, all cause you ain't want to just delete it for me. It's good. When I get out, it's cool. I'm not going to talk shit or none. I just don't fuck with y'all no more. Bruh, we fuck with you, but that shit goes both ways. When there was a video about Chiefin getting knocked out, we posted about it and talked about it. And when there's a video of you stealing a Charizard, we're going to talk about it too. Frosty said, bro, Chiefin getting knocked out is not going to help the police. You're literally helping the police. I haven't even went to jail for this yet. Nobody even knew. Now I'm starting to believe the allegations that No Jumper be on some police shit. There was already a poppin' Instagram post about it. You not going to be able to get get any of the other posts deleted about it. So asking us not to post news about you just because we are cool with you is crazy. That's not how it works. He said, it's good. I see what it is, but just know it wasn't going viral. Now, I personally have been blocked on Instagram by Frosty now, but a No Jumper fan posted a screenshot to the Reddit showing Frosty's conversation and saying, N-word got 3 million followers and posted me for some clout. LOL. Never talking to bro again. That shit crazy. He don't even care how he just...
Now, I'm not sure why Frosty is mad. I can see where he's coming from a little bit, talking about you, my friend. You're not supposed to be posting things about me that's going to be incriminating me or might send me to jail. But what you're not understanding is, though, bro, on the flip side of that, you already did the do. You already are in this guy's DMs admitting that you stole, trying to get on a payment plan for the things that you stole, and on internet getting exposed. So if you're getting exposed on every other platform on the internet besides No Jumper, why is it my fault, or why is it up to me not to post you? When I posted about everybody else on No Jumper that's done something crazy, I posted about 4Extra, I posted about all the Bloods, I posted about Whack, I posted about everybody that comes on here. I posted things that good and bad about them because it happens to be trending on the internet. What makes you think that you're so special? I'm not gonna post about you, especially when you're doing broke ass activity and you're stealing Pokemon cards with a girl. Yeah, I'm gonna post about you. So I'm not sure why he tried to flex up and act like Adam did anything wrong. He did nothing wrong, bro. You just mad that you got caught up and you probably gonna end up going to jail because you're doing stupid stuff. And also, we don't have a job to protect artists in the hip-hop community or artists in general from going to jail because you're doing stupid activity, bro. You're doing dumb shit. So if you're doing dumb stuff and you're breaking the law, you're doing weird activity, you're doing like grimy activity, I'm not gonna protect you from going to jail, bro. You need to go to jail so you can fix your behavior, fix what you got going on, and stop doing stupid stuff. It's not on me to baby you and say, oh, we gotta fix his behavior, oh, we gotta make sure he's okay, we gotta protect him from the feds. No, bro, that ain't that. What I see is just a grown-ass man that don't want to take accountability for what he did. And at the end of the day, you gotta take accountability for what you did because you messed up. You messed up. You effed up. That's on you. That's not on anybody else. So I'm not sure why he thought it was a good idea to do that, but you need to watch what you say and watch what you do. But Adam22 wasn't done turning up because he had to say that he doesn't like people thinking that he's a bad friend for doing this, and he doesn't like people saying that he's grimy or he's weird for posting this, and he had to address it because it's just getting out of control at this point.
Which has been interpreted in a variety of ways. The person who posted it on Reddit used the title, once people understand Adam is not their friend, their life will be better. Although notably, like almost every response to this thread is basically saying that the person who posted it is stupid. Either way, personally, I take issue with that assessment. I care about many of the hosts and guests who have appeared on No Jumper. However, when there is a very clear, evident news story about someone that I'm cool with, I take offense when that person asks me to take it down. Does that mean that every morsel of information about someone like Frosty is up for grabs? Not exactly. In fact, I know about all kinds of shit Frosty has allegedly done in the streets that I will not mention here because some of that stuff really could get him locked up. And these are stories that nobody knows about, or at least nobody has talked about online in much depth. But this situation is different. The post about Frosty's theft campaign already had thousands of shares, likes, and comments. They were already being posted by other pages with hundreds of thousands of followers who post the same kind of news that we do. I'm not going to be the one to break the news about someone I'm cool with breaking the law, but if it's already being spread to a significant number of people and you ask me to delete the post, I feel like that's just you taking advantage of our friendship for personal gain. Really, this whole conflict boils down to one simple issue. It's about where you draw the line between friendship and business. So for starters, how close of friends are Frosty and I? I would say that over the past 5 years, we have done one interview and DM'd or texted back and forth maybe like a dozen times. I definitely wouldn't say that we're close friends. He's never worked for me. This situation would be different if it was somebody like Brick Baby or Lush stealing the Pokemon cards, but to be honest, I think that both Brick and Lush would understand that No Jumper basically has to post about this sort of thing in order to do a decent job covering the news. That's why when 4Extras showed up looking for Brick Baby at the office, we made content about it. When Lush passed out in a pool of his own vomit on the floor in No Jumper, we posted about it. When P Nice may or may not have choked Brick Baby out at the office, we made content about that too. No Jumper as a business exists for the sole purpose of creating content. And unless we have an incredibly good reason not to, we're gonna make some content. And beyond that, what Frosty did was wrong. In this situation, I empathize more with the guy who owns a retail store and is trying to make some money by selling Pokemon cards than Frosty, who apparently had formed some sort of bond with the owners and was taking advantage of his kindness by having one of his girls steal from them when their backs were turned. Sometimes I think I just need to lay out my ground rules better so that people will be less confused when these kind of things happen. If you are a rapper or any kind of celebrity and you're in the news, the fact that No Jumper will probably post about you is totally unrelated to our friendship, and I quite frankly resent you for trying to leverage our friendship to get a post removed. In much the same way, maybe one day as a rapper, you will create a piece of music that we end up discussing on the podcast. You and I having a cool friendship does not mean that I'm going to get on the podcast and lie about it and say that it's great when I do not care for it. That's not an example of me betraying our relationship. It's an example of you trying to manipulate a member of the media into doing your bidding. I have lost countless friendships as a result of standing on business when it comes to reporting the news. I've had people threaten me and my employees over things that we've reported on. And I've said this many times before, but I don't really care. If No Jumper reporting on you in a way that is less than favorable is enough to make you not like me anymore, that's fine. Clearly, our relationship wasn't all that strong in the first place. And on top of all this, Pokemon might just be a way to make money for Frosty, but it's more than that to me. In fact, I've been playing Pokemon Go every day for almost 10 years. I'm a level 50, which ChatGPT estimates a hardcore player will need 2 or 3 years to reach. And on top of that, I have caught over 200,000 Pokemon and visited over 100,000 different different Pokestops. I have 917 shinies, and I don't even play on community days. In fact, I even have 5 shiny Mewtwo's. And Frosty, you could have just asked me for one. In other words, Frosty, you done fuck. Personally, I don't think that you should be mad at me, but if you are, I don't really give a fuck. In the future, if we do end up on good terms again, please don't ask me to delete legitimate news stories.
And for Frosty the Snowman, you knew what you were signing up for when you started messing with No Jumper, when you got into this street activity, when you started even gang banging in LA. You knew if you got exposed, if anything happened, if you did anything slightly suspicious, you were gonna get exposed and put on the internet. And if No Jumper is a place where most of this stuff gets exposed to, when anything that deals with rappers, gang bangers, street activity, it gets posted on No Jumper. So the fact that you're acting even a little bit confused about this is ridiculous, when we know for a fact you knew what you were signing yourself up for. You knew what you were getting yourself into. You knew that if I stole some Pokemon cards and I get caught, I'm gonna get exposed and called broke by everyone and their mama. Not sure why this is groundbreaking news to you right now, but stop acting stupid, bro. Stop playing a dumb card, stop playing a stupid card, and lock in, gang. Because even the No Jumper crew knew this was dumb. Even the No Jumper crew knew you were a goofy because they were laughing at you.
Oh, these are the police. Like, bro, well, commit more intelligent crimes.
You the police because you went in there and had a conversation with them after you stole it on Instagram. You the police.
We're not even talking about that part.
You offering to work for me. I can pay you back money.
We're not even talking about that
$500
part.
plans. You the police. You incriminating yourself, gang.
Yo,
You need to have a hoodie on, bro.
Is so fire.
Bro, y'all gotta start watching Academics and Flacco break down these crimes, bro, so y'all can improve your criminal game, bro. Because y'all are
That's the equivalent of dining, dashing, and washing the dishes to pay your bill.
man.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you watching they be breaking some down. Flacco had a laugh on that.
Man, take notes. Take notes. At least get a ski mask.
I think it's
a hoodie, something, bro.
No, but he was
The
really
little
friends with
COVID
these
mask
people.
is
Like
crazy.
he was spending a lot of time around them, building up a relationship so that he could just randomly win. I'm sure that for every time he went and grabbed a pack of cards, that he spent an hour just chilling, politicking. Then finally, when they let their guard down,
I don't even know. It's like
And
that.
maybe
that's my guess.
Damn,
And
you
also-
gonna go in there and
but-
tell them
but-
like, yeah, I'm whoopty whoop, I be rapping and shit. Y'all should with me, and then you end up robbing them before you leave.
so even if they don't
Shout me out
realize,
on your page.
even if they don't realize at the moment, they're going to be like, "Damn, that famous rapper guy came here, and all of a sudden we're missing $15,000 of
He's
merch."
retarded, dog.
and that's what he got to understand. That's the only reason why I got put out there, because of who you is. If you was just like Joe Blow Rogan, nobody, like they wouldn't even been thinking about putting you out there. But they know you got a little following. People know you. So, oh yeah, you stole our little cars. Let's put this out here on it.
So what do we learn from this, kids? Not to steal Pokemon cards, not to try to act tough with podcasters because that doesn't work. They're just gonna keep making fun of you, and also not to do some activity and then try to hide behind it and be like, hey, I'm a rapper, I'm an artist, you gotta protect me, you my homie, you supposed to be cool with me, bro. You do weird activity, you're getting exposed. If I have a page that exposes weirdos and you do weird stuff, I'm exposing you. I don't know what you got going on or what you think, bro, but your name Frosty the Snowman, you need to pack it up, move somewhere else, because LA ain't really working for you, because they finna take your ass to jail for stealing them Pokemon card stuff. But let me know what you think in the comments, man. Let me know what you think below. I'm gonna be coming back with a new video. You already know I come with them twice a day, every day, but let's get into the next one on Phone No Grave.